The crystalline halls of the Galactic Council chambers had never witnessed such silence. Ambassador Liza Chen stood motionless at the human delegation podium, her dark eyes scanning the assembled representatives of 47 species. Beside, her commander James Rodriguez maintained his military bearing, hands clasped behind his back, jaw set in determination. The Vorthan Prime Minister's tentacles writhed nervously as he processed what the human had just declared. "Ambassador Chen," his translator crackled, "surely you cannot be serious. The hegemony offers you a place among the civilized species. All we ask is compliance with standard galactic protocols." Liza's expression remained unchanged. "And those protocols include surrendering our right to self-governance, submitting our military to hegemony oversight, and allowing the relocation of 12 billion humans from what you deem unsuitable worlds." She paused, letting the weight of her words settle. "The answer is no." A collective gasp rippled through the chamber. Species that had conquered stars trembled at the implications. For 3,000 years, no civilization had rejected the hegemony's offer of integration. It simply wasn't done. The Zelkarian delegate, resembling a massive insectoid with iridescent wings, clicked his mandibles in agitation. "The humans do not comprehend the gravity of their decision. The hegemony has brought peace to the galaxy, order, prosperity." James stepped forward, his voice carrying the authority of someone who had commanded fleets in the Outer Rim conflicts. "Your peace came at the cost of individual liberty. Your order requires the suppression of cultural diversity. Your prosperity benefits only those who conform to your vision of civilization." "Preposterous." The Altarian representative's voice boomed through her breathing apparatus. "We have eliminated war, disease, poverty. You've eliminated choice," Liza interrupted, her voice cutting through the chamber like a blade. "Every species that joins your hegemony becomes a carbon copy of the same sterile, controlled society. Where's the Vorthan poetry that once inspired systems? Where are the Zelkarian war songs that echoed through nebulae? Where is the fierce independence that made the Altarians legendary explorers?" The silence that followed was deafening. These were not questions the Council was accustomed to hearing. The ethereal coordinator, a being of pure energy contained, within a shimmering field, pulsed with frustrated colors. "Humanity's defiance threatens the stability we have maintained for millennia. You are but one species among thousands. Your resistance is illogical." James smiled grimly. "Logic is just one way of looking at the universe. Humans have survived ice ages, plagues, wars that should have destroyed us, and reached the stars through sheer stubborn refusal to accept limitations. We've thrived precisely because we don't always choose the logical path." "Your species is young," the Vorthan Prime Minister continued, his tone patronizing. "In time, you will understand that individual desires must yield to collective necessity. The greater good requires sacrifice." "The greater good," Liza repeated, her voice dripping with contempt. "Tell me, honored delegates, when was the last time any of your species produced something truly original? When did you last push boundaries, explore the impossible, or dare to dream beyond your assigned parameters?" The chamber erupted in indignant chittering, buzzing, and harmonized protests. But beneath the outrage, James noticed something else: uncertainty. These beings, for all their advanced technology and vast empires, had grown comfortable in their cage of collective conformity. "You offer us a choice between submission and annihilation," Liza continued once the noise subsided. "But humans have always found a third option. We reject your binary thinking." The Altarian delegate leaned forward, her massive frame casting shadows across the floor. "Then you choose war. The hegemony fleet numbers in the millions. Your ships, while impressive for such a young race, cannot hope to—" "We're not talking about ships," James interrupted. "We're talking about ideas. Every species in this chamber once possessed something unique, something that made them special in the cosmos. You've traded that spark for safety, creativity for conformity, dreams for data points." Liza activated her holographic display, showing images of human colonies scattered across the galaxy's edge. These are the worlds you want to evacuate, harsh places where humans have learned to adapt, to innovate, to survive in conditions your protocols deem unsuitable. Desert worlds where we've learned to extract water from stone. Ice planets where we've built cities that harness geothermal energy in ways your scientists claimed impossible. Gas giants where our floating cities dance with the storms. Anomalies. The ethereal coordinator pulsed dismissively. Inefficient adaptations that proper terraforming would eliminate. Exactly, James said. You see problems to be solved. We see challenges to overcome. You see chaos to be ordered. We see opportunities to grow stronger. The Vorthan Prime Minister's tentacles curled in what might have been thought. Your refusal will inspire others. Chaos will return to the galaxy. Maybe, Liza acknowledged. Or maybe the galaxy will remember what it means to be truly alive. To struggle, to fail, to try again. To create something beautiful not because it serves a function, but simply because it can exist. She gestured to the assembled delegates. Look around this chamber. 47 species, and yet you all think alike, speak in similar patterns, reach identical conclusions. Where is the diversity you claim to protect? Where is the unique voice each race once contributed to the galactic chorus? For a long moment, nobody spoke. The weight of her words seemed to press down on the chamber like a physical force. Finally, the Zelkarian delegate spoke, his mandibles clicking more softly than before. And if some among us were to reconsider the current arrangements? Then they would find willing partners in humanity, James replied. We're not seeking to destroy your hegemony. We're offering to remind you what you've forgotten, that the universe is vast enough for multiple ways of being, thinking, and dreaming. Liza closed her holographic display and straightened her diplomatic uniform. The human delegation formally withdraws from these proceedings. We will return to our worlds, our harsh and wonderful worlds, and continue being human. Anyone who wishes to remember what it means to be truly free is welcome to join us. As the two humans walked from the chamber, their footsteps echoing in the crystal halls, they left behind a council that had not faced such uncertainty in millennia. For the first time in 3,000 years, the delegates found themselves asking not what the hegemony required of them, but what they required of themselves. The age of comfortable conformity was ending. The age of dangerous possibilities had begun.